Warning: this podcast contains strong language and was brought to you by two unqualified individuals with right sobriety issues. Follow their advice and recommendations at your own risk. Enjoy.
Ow! I need your expert opinion.
What is it now?
Should I bring my date white or red roses?
Are you proposing to someone? And do I know her?
I'm trying to be a gentleman. And no, you don't. She's from another school.
Called Imaginarium? But nah, dude. It's not 19th century. Stay simple. Just bring yourself and have a plan.
But shouldn't I try to charm her?
All you should do is be yourself. Do not force it, for God's sake. Otherwise, she's gonna find a random reason to quit it. Anything else?
Should I offer to pay or split the bill?
Don't offer, just do it. I made a mistake once of not paying and she did not like it at all. So don't be cheap.
Don't be cheap. Adam was right. You are a simp.
Tell Adam to shut the fuck up and also ask him why instead of dating Eve, he's only training his snake. Huh? Now shoot, you master of masturbation.
Alright. Thanks for the advice. Wish me luck?
Don't get choked.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. Hi, hello, welcome back, and it's your favorite team of Noizy Boyz, Valentin Colton and Tobit Luye Yalamba.
Really?
Hope you're doing good.
Really? Tobit Luyeya Lamba. We've been through this. What's up, everyone?
And girls.
I am the co-host. See? I can say it right, guys. As Valentine's Day is fast approaching, and my birthday, just gonna like smoothly slide that in, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me? Excuse me? You meant my day? All hail the Saint Valentino, the god of love.
You trying to start a cult or something? Anyway, the date where all lovers pick to have the best sex is almost here. Us loners probably scrambling to find someone to go on a date with or settle with free Pornhub premium night.
Yeah. We got it. Been there and done that, got the t-shirt and the coffee cup. But for real, dude, you should stop promoting your OnlyFans here before we get banned.
I haven't even done that yet. And now that you said that, I don't want to.
Thank fucking God. Now society can sleep safer and peacefuler in the light of day, night. Who cares? Let's get on with topic.
For the next few weeks up until Valentine's Day, we'll be sharing pointers and prepare you for your quarantine date.
And we'll start with the most terrifying event of them all. First date. Nerves. Yeah.
First date! No!
Yeah, that's about right. That's how I first reacted to my first date. Nerves. Topics of conversation and how to not get slapped in the face and successfully earn the golden second date.
Or hit it and quit it for the players, but I'm just a bench warmer.
Yeah, and that's why you're still on the bench, my friend. Get out of there. Really, win your princess and her golden nudes.
I'm not a whore like you.
I'm not a whore. I'm an elite slut. Step aside, boy.
All right, lead away.
Let's get ready for the first date.
Welcome back, everyone, to our first part of this conversation, Where to Go, where we're giving you ideas for dates. Up first, we're going to give you guys ideas for dates when quarantine is obviously over and stuff like that, what you can do when the quarantine's over. And then after that, we're going to be giving you things that you could do for dates during quarantine. Val, care to start?
Hey, everybody. Yeah, so for the quarantine dates, I would say you just should set up a nice place at your apartment, something romantic, cover the table, put some candles here and there, cook some nice meal, prepare the movie that you both would be excited about, better discuss it prior, or surprise the person, or just select on the day. And get the person talking. That's the only way out, and there you go. That's my idea. That's my suggestion.
All right. So since we're starting with the quarantine dates first, I suggest that everyone you use your surroundings, very very well. Like for instance, in my house, I got a PlayStation in the bottom where we can play video games together. Right, I would start with video games that I'm very very good at. Right, so make her look like very very bad, and she gets all mad, and then she wins a game, and then she thinks that she's like the best in the world.
And then she leaves the house. Wait, did I just open up your secret?
Your relationships are very sad, fam.
You don't have to hurt me like that. I'm
And you
just
didn't
trying
have
to.
cut me off like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I upset you?
No,
I didn't mean to. Actually, I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, forget about it. Continue.
I also got board games that that both of us can play during the house when we're on our date, right? But board games are very fun. Get to know the other person a lot more while you're playing. Get to know their tactics. Be competitive. I think that is a very good way of keeping the date up and alive. Being competitive, bring the best out of the other person. Sometimes you can bring out the other person, but at the same time, you're just getting to know them a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And then what I would do is I fix them a very, very nice meal because, I consider myself the Black Gordon Ramsay, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Your shit, your shit, your shit. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
If that's the way your dates are going, I'm really sad for you, for the girls you've been with, dude. I feel really sorry.
Oh, every single one of them say, oh, Toby, you're a very good cook. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but why are you screaming at the girls? Like, that's not fair.
You do realize that was just me imitating Gordon Ramsay, right?
No. I've
Congratulations.
heard you talk like that in real life. So don't you bullshit me. I've heard you once being in the washroom like, your shit, your shit, your shit, fuck off. I don't know who you were talking to, but that sounded really intimidating.
See, if you remember correctly, I was talking to you that day.
No, you were talking to yourself in the mirror, probably.
Not funny.
Not trying to be.
Good.
Continue. Or are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Great. So, dates without quarantine, or after the quarantine, or before the quarantine. Take it whatever you want. I would say bowling. Any activity you can choose, like bowling, archery. Archery is actually pretty specific, but pretty interesting. Knife throwing, axe throwing,
Bow throwing.
Tobit throwing after party. Anyway, yeah, activity would be a pretty good choice. Or you can go for a ride somewhere to the nice place. Go for a hike.
All right.
What about you?
Remember how I said that being competitive is like a very, very good thing that you could bring to your date? I got this idea from WikiHow. All right, so once again, if it doesn't sound right, it definitely ain't right. All right, but being competitive really, really, like, as I said, brings out the best in person. Right, so I was thinking about bowling as well. Funny enough, you could go play tennis. That's something that I definitely want to try for a first date with someone.
Tennis? Wow.
Yeah,
I've never heard of
it.
it.
Tennis.
No, I know, but I never heard anybody go to play tennis for the first date. That's
Exactly, right? I want to give that a try one day, you know what I'm saying? What's that? Oh, sorry. There we go. Laser tag, mini golf, all these little fun activities which bring out the competitiveness. I think it works very, very well.
Dude, you know what else you can do? There's this thing called treetop tracking.
What's that?
It's like this maze out of ropes and oh my god, swinging bridges in between trees, up in the trees that you have to walk through.
See, anything that's above 2 meters, I will not go on.
Why?
Scared of heights. Simple as that.
Anyway,
You're what you eat.
anyway,
The second
you
one.
haven't eaten that in a long time, dude.
Yeah, at least I don't have AIDS.
Good for you, I guess.
Dismissing you. Moving on. Movie. Go watching a movie. It's one of the most basic things, but if you can get the movie date right, you probably get a chance for a second date. Pick a right movie for both of you guys to watch. That's something not too long, something that's not too short. Get popcorn, put the popcorn in her mouth, get her to feed you, like these like little cute shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, that happens
Works.
only in romantic comedies, so
damn, I
Do
guess my
not
life is a romantic
that-
comedy then.
don't give them false hopes.
Obviously, consent, all right? But one thing that you guys should steer away from is like those like very, very intelligent like movies. I say Tenant, You know what I'm saying? Like those like very smart movie that like you need brain cells to like digest, because not maybe
Yeah.
you might not be
Okay.
able to get it like the first time watching it. The other person might like slam you for like picking, why are you picking this movie, right? Stuff like that. Pick something that's interesting for the both of you, right?
Thriller would work pretty good. A good action movie that would like be juiced up with action, like let's say John Wick. Yeah, John Wick. What else? Hitman's Bodyguard. Kind of
Mhm.
comedy and action based at the same time. That would be a pretty good movie to go for, unless the person that you go on a date with is into dramas, horror movies, or God forbid, slapstick comedy. Yeah, that is really sad. Anyway, moving on. Anything else to say? Tubit?
Well, I think that would pretty much summarize it. Uh, you know, going out for date is, it could be a very nervous thing for everyone, right? So comment down below. Let us know on our social media what you do for your first dates. What's the plan that you usually have? Where do you usually take the first
First aids.
date? Right? This entire day, I'm just gonna slam at you, and I'm just gonna say you're not funny. You're not funny.
Fuck you, dude, okay? Uh, did you hear? Fuck you.
Not funny.
Oh, yeah, fuck you.
That's gay.
I'm gonna ignore that one. Yeah, so let us know on social media what you think and what are your ideas for the first date and what would you do. And moving on to the part number 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the part 2 called I Didn't Know We Have to Talk. Here, we're gonna discuss the possible topics of conversation on the first date. I know it can be pretty awkward to talk, and you sometimes don't know what to talk about on the first date. You can double questioning yourself. For those people who have overthinking issues, me. So we asked people around, and just gonna show them what they told us. So the first person said that dinner or coffee is pretty safe bet, but personally, he would take a comedy show instead.
Mm.
Like go to a comedy show, yeah, just unwind. Then you can recap some of the jokes that were in there. Yeah, I agree. What do you think?
I've never thought of that. Oh my god. Well, that's because I live in Edmonton. Like it's kind of dead over here. But wow, man, when I go back to Toronto, like if I gotta take a girl off, if I'm gonna take a girl off for a date, actually, when I take a girl off for a date, right, I will add that to my repertoire.
Exactly. I've never thought of that as well. Like, you could just go have a fun time, and then be like, "Oh, I didn't know you like comedy and this and that." Anyway, person number 2 suggested that it would be nice to go somewhere that allows conversation, but also gives you something to do, like a picnic or a mini golf or an amusement park. That person also said that, like, as a good conversation starter, it would be good to talk about hobbies and comic books. I mean, I like it, but it's really specific. But hobbies, yeah, pretty easy way in.
Next one.
Number 3, it depends on what you want from the date. If your goal is to find your soulmate, then go for coffee so the conversation can go easily. But on the contrary, if your goal is to just smash and dip, then just don't worry about it.
Wow.
I think when you're going for smash and dip, you're on the same page pretty much these days.
Or the guy could just be a liar.
Like, why? Why would you do that?
We're in the day and age where everyone is like horny as fuck, and easiest way is fucking dip. That's all I gotta say.
Fair point. Next, the person number 4, 5, anyway, said that again, a coffee and just some nice atmosphere to sit and talk would be pretty good, or a movie, which is pretty basic in my opinion. In terms of topics of conversation, could be anything about the life, what you like to do, interests, some stories from your childhood. That's kind of borderline too deep for the first date, in my opinion. What do you think?
I don't think it's too deep. All depends on like how the date is going. Because if the date is going well, right, and then you guys are bringing up stuff from the past, I don't see a problem with that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because as long as the conversation is flowing nicely, it doesn't really matter what you're talking about.
Moving on. Now here is an exemplar. There were a couple of people that went really deep into it,
Mm-hmm.
this person, I want to get a shout out, Quincy. So she said that for the first date, and activities are the best. Takes the pressure off. Sometimes sporty like skating or hiking or hit an arcade or shoot some pool, bowling or whatever. In terms of like dinner, she thinks it's pretty banal. It's nice, but at the same time, at some point you'll get bored, you know.
Mhm.
Plus, activities are bonding. And in terms of conversation, she said she hates the small talk. She hates the forced conversation that feels like interview. So just talk about whatever, shoot your shit, talk about deep shit or whatever comes up, everything. I like this.
So she rather have deep conversation than like small itty bitty questions, right?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm
yeah.
getting
So
at?
like, she would rather get into like deep conversations like life existence about whether we came from an alien experiment or
That
this word.
that would make the date very very interesting.
I
I'd say
know,
so.
I know. Conspiracy theories, anything that gets you really deep, the sense of life. Do we really love somebody or do we just exist? You know?
Well, I think she has a very, very good point here. Because
Yeah,
with like small talks, obviously, yeah, as you said, it sounds like an interview. But when you have these deep, deep talk and connections, right? Not only are you building the connection, not only is the person getting to know you a lot better, right? You're also offering a lot from yourself to the other person. I'm getting at,
true.
right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
true. I like it because, and it gets you faster to connect with the other person. Because then you're not like just awkwardly on like, oh, so what's your favorite like what potato? Like, no.
you know what? I'm gonna use it as a pickup line.
What's your favorite
What's your
potato?
favorite potato? If she doesn't say herself, then you know she's got high self-esteem. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
the deeper the connection, the deeper the strokes.
true, true, my friend. And also the other one, fuck. Wanted to feature this person. Don't remember the name. My bad. I'll feature people on their profiles on our Facebook page, on Twitter and Instagram, so you will know.
You can just say social media.
How do you say social media?
Okay, old man. Okay.
Anyway. So she says, I don't really have a favorite place to go for a date as long as it's something meaningful, you know? I don't like those dates where people do the same thing as everybody else. I like when things just happen without expecting. So I guess I don't care much about the place and about the things we do or say. Second question, she loves talking about life in general, especially the things that are happening around us. So the meaning of life,
Mhm.
she doesn't really want to talk about and doesn't really like to talk about basic stuff, for instance, things that
Same with
everybody
Quincy.
talks about. You got it. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do as long as the conversation is deep and connecting. And I think the majority of this issues with like small talk comes from people being afraid to commit right away. Because like when you going into deep conversations, right? It's like you have to share a part of yourself. And trust issue is the main thing right now on the market. Ask anybody. Get into a deep conversations is much better than having a small talk. Here's your main outtake out of my questionnaire.
All right. I got a question for you then. When you
Yeah.
go, what do you usually talk about?
I don't know. Usually it's like again hobbies, life goals, interests, favorite movies, favorite artists.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's like, I usually try to like take one topic at a time and throw something on top of that. Like, oh, like what's your favorite hobby? Like, oh, I like listening to music. Oh, what's your favorite artist? And then just further and further and further.
So you're
And then
more
you
of
can,
a small talk person.
I guess, but I start with the small talk and then I'm going deep.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, I don't date just for fun. You know what I'm saying? I date for an end goal. If I
Same.
choose to take you out on a date, right, just know that it's special, right? We joke, all that stuff. But one thing that I really want to know is their short term goal and their long term goal, right? If we
Oh,
see
yeah.
eye to eye for a couple of things, right? Because I think at the end of the day, first date is not just to like test how fun it is to be with this person, but to also like give this person a rating. Do I see myself with this person in a couple of years? Right? Is it worth it to keep going on keep going on dates with this person, or should I just like press the button and be like, hey, thanks, this is very fun, but I don't think you're the right person to be straight up with it. So yeah, short-term, long-term goals. It's a very important thing for me. I want to know. Next one, just to chill favorite shows. There are so many shows out there. So then this kind of incites a conversation that they're talking about Friends, and I'd be like, I haven't watched Friends. I actually haven't watched Friends, and everyone's gonna be like, what? No, you haven't watched Friends? Oh my gosh, this is the end of the fucking world. I'm like, no, it's not. But you know what we can do though? You know what we can do, right?
Watch it together.
We can watch it together. You next to me, we cuddle, right? We grab some snacks, and then we watch the whole Friends together, because I'm probably not gonna check it out by myself. But if you're there with me and you cuddle me and you love me and you know, then I watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Sneaky bastard! You sneaky bastard! I see. Yeah, it was actually one of the answers on my part as well. That movies, TV series, it's a go-to topic of conversation, and I see why. Because people like watching movies, especially TV series. During the quarantine, it would be a go-to topic of conversation.
That is true. That is very
like the number one question. So, what's the percentage of the TV shows that you've seen on Netflix? Is it 90? Is it 100? Is it 110? Did you see some secret stuff?
Oh, the movies that I watch, a lot of times, like, the clothes end up being on the ground and the penis goes into the vagina. I don't think that's Netflix. Might be Pornhub. Who cares?
Dude, stop. Like, I understand. It's been some lonely, so lonely, some lonely time.
You can just add it in post.
Well, you didn't add it in post in the first time, did you?
Yeah.
So let me be. Okay? Let me be.
Okay.
But yeah, stop promoting Pornhub. Stop promoting Pornhub.
I'm just saying out there, Valentine's Day is coming very, very soon. If anyone wants to cuddle with me, 5'2", no abs, fat ass, you know what I'm saying? And we'll just like chill at my place, watch a couple of movie or TV shows. I'm down with that.
Advertisement sponsored by the Noizy Boyz. You can post your advertisements on the noizyboyz.com.
You're not funny.
Sure, sir. Sure. I have a question. In your deep childhood, when they were giving a funny gene, you didn't get one.
Hey guys, I'm a mirror. He's talking to himself. All right, that's it for me.
I have a couple more. William said that you can show them a magic trick.
You want to know what my magic trick is?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
My dick go from soft to hard.
No!
That is exactly the fucking reason I didn't want to know. Like an old man said, you're not funny. Here you go. These are your suggestions. You can take anything out of it or nothing out of it. Your choice. At the end of the day, all these advice were given by two unqualified individuals with bride sobriety issues. Take our advice at your own discretion, yes. Moving on to the part number 3, and let's see who's gonna lose. The rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire session. Very straightforward, guys. You've been with us. We ask each other 5 questions within 30 seconds. Whoever answers the most wins. And with the least amount of time, with the most amount of time remaining, also wins. So, Val, are we going to be doing a forfeit, or are you going to
forfeit? Of course.
Well, very well, sir. You better get ready for this question, okay?
All right.
Let me get my timer ready. All right. I think I like the idea of me saying the first line and then starting the timer. So I'm gonna be doing that from now on for me.
Sure. Do whatever you want.
You ready?
Ready as hell.
All right. What is the worst place someone can take you on a date?
Nasty Valley.
What is the worst thing someone has ever done during your date?
Dipped.
What is the worst thing you have done during a date?
Dipped.
What was the most awkward thing you have said during a date?
Do you want to smash?
What is your biggest pet peeves during a date?
Oh,
That's time.
fuck, I don't know. I said, I don't know.
You ran out of time.
I answered. I said, I don't know.
I know, but you had 0 seconds left.
I answered it anyway.
You still have 0 seconds left. I don't.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. You know what? What the fuck ever. Just like you, I'm gonna read the first question first, and then give you some time to answer.
All right, sound good.
Okay. Would you rather dip and run anyone you want, but never meet your soulmate, or find soulmate and stay with that person for a lifetime?
Number 2.
What's your go-to topic of conversation?
Go to topic of conversation.
Okay, yes or no for flowers on the first date, and why?
Nope, because I don't think so. I don't think they deserve it.
Your deal breaker on the first date.
Big chewer.
What's most important for you on the first date? Personality or look?
Personality.
Ah, you out of time. I guess nobody wins this one.
Is there anything that you want to say? Anything you want to mention? Actually, there's a question I have for you. The last
Go
one,
for it.
because I didn't really hear your, because I really didn't hear your answer until the beep 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 beep. What is your biggest pet peeve during a date?
If the girl is boring. If there's nothing, like if we talking about like some topic and she just shots me off, like it's like when you're doing an improv and the person just responds you with no and just denies everything you give her.
And I want
That's
to know
right.
something. Want to know something? She'll
What?
flip it and say you're the one who don't know how to start a conversation.
Exactly. That's fucking facts, dude.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. You know what I'm saying?
So what is it? Personality or looks?
I said personality,
Personality. Okay.
but I may have lied to myself.
I think you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm lying to myself. Personality.
I think you're lying. No, I think you choose the look before going on the date, and then you're running after personality.
See, if we're gonna go in deep into this, because
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50, but the first thing that I notice is how a person look. That is the first thing that I notice. But if I want to take them out on a date, then it's because of their personality.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope that we gave you some ideas for your dates. Pretty much everyone's been saying the same thing, but it's what you can do to make your date feel special that I think is going to differ from your date and the dates that they've gone on. All right, and always be yourself.
Every situation is different, but like Tobit said, being yourself is the best thing you can put into a date. And yeah, fucking have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, it's just gonna go shit.
Pornhub Premium is free on Valentine's Day if you're lonely like me. Just gonna slide that in again.
Do not connect my day to that garbage. Okay? Do we agree? Do we agree? Do we not agree? Please,
Pornhub Day was
tell
free.
me.
Pornhub was there for you when you were horny. Exactly.
I have nothing else to say. Cartoon. The end of the episode.